Oh, yes. I wonder if number one, if YouTube is gonna do its job, and two, if somebody else besides me it's ready to go. Because I'm ready to go for a while. Come on, baby. Let's get this baby started. Oh, yes. Seems I'm not the only one. Absolutely. Baby, what a day. Oops. We really have, we gotta have a conversation so fast. But let's go ahead and give it a few. I got some water in the house. Look at this beauty. Got some Chick-fil-A, of course. Some delicious Chick-fil-A 100%. There's planets in the house. My brother. We got some haters. What's up, haters? Oscar is a scammer. I love that one. I love that one. They missed me. They missed me so much. Oh yeah, Oscar and Jake Clever should go on a date. Okay, this is not a hater. This is like somebody who wants attention. So, man, crazy that people like that exist. How we doing, everybody? How we doing? Welcome. We're back. We're back home. And wow, a lot of things can happen in 1 week. A lot of things can happen in 1 week for some reason. Whew. How's it going, everybody? What you're seeing right now on the screen is what I think everybody's talking about lately. We saw Brad Garlinghouse speaking, and I wanna discuss right tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow we have a press briefing because you left. Tomorrow we have a press briefing. We're gonna be live for that. I was supposed to arrive at home about 2 hours earlier, but our flight got delayed, and then we had to deplane. And then once we got everybody on the plane, they got delayed. So it was a mess. You know how. I'm okay. It's not that I'm mad, but it's just they work out on your patience. But then I remember, I'm an XRP holder. I'm a crypto investor. I know patience. I know that we gotta wait. So all madness left the building. Ghost in the house, what's up, buddy? Welcome. I want to go ahead and tell you right now that for the first time ever, we're giving away 4,000 XRP. Like, if you didn't want to join BTCC for some reason, or if you are not trading that much for some reason, honestly, I think at this point you should consider that if we go back to $3 XRP, or better said, when we go back to $3 XRP, that is $12,000. That is $12,000, guys. So don't come at me saying, Oscar, how do we make money? I'm already giving you, we've been giving over 10,000 XRP so far since September. And I talked to BTCC and they gave me the go ahead. Guys, for those who are trading on BTCC, well done, fam. So links down below. Take a look at this. What's going on, and welcome. We're exciting times. So welcome to all the 200 people plus. We've been away, as you know. The last time that we were live was during the State of the Union. We had a lot of people, so it was really exciting. Thank you for joining that one. Exactly about a week ago, actually. 1 week ago, we were live for the State of the Union, and it was pretty magical. During that live, at the end of the live, the place I was at, they lost internet connection, so that's why I lost you guys. So sorry about that. It happened. But after 2 hours, I decided not to go back live. I kind of wanted a break. But yeah, it was pretty neat. Much needed vacation right in Utah, Salt Lake City. What a beautiful place. If you're watching me from Salt Lake City, or if you've ever been to Utah, Heavily recommended, right? Many different places and the people. It's just a different culture as far as how people work and kind of like live in a way, because everything closes super early. I was so ready to go out or like to do something at 10, 11 a.m. Like, sorry, 10, 11 p.m. And my friends are like, oh no, I mean, things are closing already. I'm like, what? So kind of crazy. Thank you, planners, for being here. Welcome, Ghost, in the house. We're just missing TJ, but he will be back later, I'm sure, and JB later for sure. So very happy to see my entire community back. And we'll see what's popping right now. A break to recharge 100%, bro. Now, I'm seeing some comments right now. Clarity Act, of course. You think Japan will raise interest rates? I'm asking Oscar. What's up, Noah? I'm actually going back to getting to know the latest, right? So I don't have an answer for you on that one. I know we're approaching the next FOMC, so let me go ahead and catch up to that too. I'm basically catching up to everything, but what everyone is talking about is exactly what I have right now on the screen for you. So I want to digest that with you guys little by little. You should have gone to Tijuana. Oh, brother. Okay. How many times we want Donald J. Trump to talk about crypto? How many times we're like, come on, dude, talk about crypto, right? Well, he just did. He just did. And it's the following. The Genius Act is being threatened and undermined by the banks. What's happening here, guys, is that everyone who is talking to Donald J. Trump, his advisors, the community, and the donors, remember this. Remember this. Do not forget. Ripple, Coinbase, Gemini, and many other ones, Robinhood, they are big, beautiful donors to the Trump administration. Some of them are the ones paying for the ballroom. And they're telling Trump, hey, dude, guess what? The banks, they want to, amend the Clarity Act. And sorry, I always get confused. They want to amend the Genius Act, and they are not letting us push the Clarity Act. Talk to them, do something. And that is why you're seeing this on the screen. So Trump, obviously, he's pretty busy with Iran now, with the conflict. But it's really nice that he is responding. And he's saying the following. That is unacceptable, right? We are not going to allow it. Now, this is Donald J. Trump basically telling Jamie Dimon, a Chase, a Wells Fargo, a Bank of America, a whoever else, you're not gonna interfere with the Genius Act, because obviously banks are somewhat what I will consider threatened and scared. They know they have trillions of dollars in market capitalization. Like, it's not gonna be an immediate change, but it all starts with a little bit. And I think banks are aware that crypto companies are here to take over. And one of the big ones, what happened, Crypto.com, anybody remembers? Anybody from Crow? Crypto.com, same as other like Ripple and more, they got a charter bank license, if I'm not mistaken. I can go back and check, but Crypto.com, Ripple, and many big crypto companies are waking up, and are not only waking up, they're already awake, but they're working really hard to fight and go face to face, right, against the banks. That's really exciting. But the banks are not gonna play safe and fair. They're not gonna do that because they what? Because they have the money, they have the power, they have all the politicians they want, they got the lobbyists. Remember, you can be Republican, you can be Democrat, but if you receive millions of dollars to your donations, right? I mean, that sounds pretty delicious, right? So the banks know, and Donald J. Trump is saying basically, we're not going to allow it. So guys, I'm already explaining, taking my time. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I know we've been away for a while, but we're back. There's a lot that's going on. The prices are, I mean, I'm out for 1 week and it's the same. Gold and silver went up a little bit more, but it's basically the same, right? So yoo-hoo to me that I didn't miss anything as far as the price, but obviously in 1 week, goodbye the Ayatollah, goodbye Iran commanders, and goodbye to a lot of Iran, anti-missile, whatever, weapons, because they got destroyed, right? The United States military is obviously top one in the world, the best one. No one compares, nothing compares to the U.S. might. And Donald J. Trump is showcasing the power really, really nicely. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, right now, we are in this conflict. We have Democrats that are saying, you cannot do that. We're going to impeach you. If the Democrats win the midterms, you're cooked, Donald J. Trump. Also, in the last week, what do we see? Hillary Clinton and Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton. There you go. I forget their names. Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, with the position. And that was about a week plus ago, but they just became public. So not only the transcripts, but also the videos. The videos became public. So everyone is talking about the videos. And now it's like, okay, when is Donald J. Trump's going to go before the committee? So in other words, guys, if you wanted drama, you got it. If you wanted some pretty delicious drama, you got it, guys. There's a lot cooking right now, from the Epstein files, from depositions, from the war, from interest rates, oil, metals, FOMC, Iran, Russia. I mean, it just depends what you guys what direction you like, because obviously crypto is the one that unites us. But just to give you an idea of how many things can interfere and affect the markets. Okay? So, so everyone is on the same page now. If I'm thinking about, if I'm thinking out loud, okay, Oscar, what direction is the price going to go? Just understand that there's so many different ways and so many different things that could be affecting this space right now. And yes, we're coming in a little bit. Yes, we are. Thank you, Ghost, for being here, brother. How you been, Ghost? Hey, appreciate you, brother. I'll for sure check out the Telegram, our Telegram. But I hope that I hope you've been doing well, bro. And I always appreciate you being here, and the community and everybody here, of course. It's always exciting to be back. Crazy. Now, Donald J. Trump continues in saying the following. The United States needs to get market structure done. So he's not calling it yet the Clarity Act in that sentence, right? He's saying we need the market structure, right? ASAP. Americans should earn more money on their money. Now, why is he saying, think about it. Why is he saying Americans should earn more money on their money? He's talking about stable coins, guys. He's talking about earn yield. That's what he's talking about right there. He's talking about the Genius Act in a way. Because most Americans are going to be obviously, earning, putting money away for passive income. And they want to use stables. They want to use USDC. They want to use RUSD. They want to use whatever American stablecoins are available, because those are the ones that are going to give you more yield at the end of the day. The banks are hitting record profits, and we are not going to allow them to undermine our powerful crypto agenda that will end up going to China and other countries if we don't get the Clarity Act taken care of. What he said is the most bullish statement and paragraph that any crypto CEO or any crypto DJ like us want to hear. Now, we're not mega pumping, obviously, but this is really what should get you excited, guys. Exactly this. And by now, I'm sure that a lot of people are aware. Oh. Brand new allergies and more. Plus, I gotta rest. I will rest today too. The Genius Act was the USA's first big step to make the United States the crypto capital of the world. And getting the Clarity Act done is the next step to finish the job. And most importantly, keep the big and powerful industry in our country. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. So the Genius Act is the first one. The Clarity Act is the finisher. The bank should not be trying to undercut the Genius Act or hold the Clarity Act hostage. They need to make a good deal with the crypto industry because that's what's in the best interest of the American people. This industry cannot be taken from the people of America when it's so close to becoming truly successful. Thank you for the attention to this matter. Now, how many times the banks are pro the American people? How many times they always want to do what's better for the American people? Now, I'm being sarcastic here. Obviously, the banks just care for themselves most of the time and for their profits, guys. So it's good to hear this, and that's why I said Clarity Act happening soon. XRP and crypto to explode all in before this, guys. I think that you really want to take this seriously as far as coming in with all the gains that you have and the positions that you might buy before it becomes law. In other words, guys, all in before it's too late. That's what I've been saying for a while. And I know it doesn't make any sense right now because there's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of pain. There's a lot of other, things on the table. Macro, geopolitical wars, drama, and just nonsense. But some way, somehow, we're getting closer to this. And it is going to get exponentially better once we have a better Fed chair who is actually going to cut. So imagine we got a beautiful and nice Fed chair who, let's put it this way, it's not going to be pro-Trump, but it's going to be pro-cuts in a way. It's going to help better than Jerome Powell. That will help. And now we have the Clarity Act passed and a decent Genius Act that's stable and that's not going to be affected too much by the banks. Guys, that alone should give us more than we need to. That could bring us back to all-time high and past all-time high. Not only Bitcoin, but also XRP. And if we go back to all-time high Bitcoin and XRP, you're going to be very happy. Because all the money that you've been putting in, all the money that you've been buying, guys, is going to be in the profit. So let me put it this way. In 2026, we're this close of 0 losses. That makes perfect sense, right? In 2026, we're really close to get to 0 losses if you're holding the bags. Top cryptos, maybe not all altcoins because you have those meme coins and super risky altcoins that are insane and they may not go back, right? Some of them may not go back to where they were. But Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Cardano, Algorand, and more, and maybe some meme coins actually, maybe some, could in fact go back. And that, my friends, is going to be the best present to all of us. We have 2 big ones. The Fed, Clarity Act. We get those, which it's coming pretty soon. And the last one, number 3. Number 3. What is number 3, Oscar? BlackRock. But you might say, but Oscar, come on. We got Grayscale, Bitwise, 21 Shares, ARK Invest. We got all of the big ones, all the asset under management companies. but they don't compare to BlackRock, guys. As soon as you have BlackRock say, we're going to file for a different crypto, for a different digital asset, not other than Ethereum and Bitcoin. Let's say they choose Solana. As soon as they choose Solana, guys, just to start, people are going to go very crazy. What if they choose XRP? Hang on to me, guys, because we're going to lose it. That is going to give us a beautiful pump and dump. FYI, I'm telling you in advance. That's going to be a delicious pump and dump. But they might also go for a basket, right? Could be the 5, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, and Cardano. The 5, so why not? The original 5 that Donald J. Trump posted on Truth Social, if you remember. So that is my mentality so far. I think that we're heading into really good territory if we have the news that I'm telling you. But as I've been hearing from other different people, I mean, some other guys are saying this is just a bear market that will last all 2026, and all 2026 might just be more consolidation and pain until 2027. Let me repeat what I just said. What I've been hearing from some people and friends, right, on spaces, while you guys work and while you guys enjoy life, I'm doing my due diligence and I'm asking and I'm finding some answers. And some of them are saying, 2026 is going to be a bear market. Some people are saying this whole year is going to be a bear market. So I don't tend to agree with that because we do have big news ahead. So it could happen if the war, conflict, or more macro continues and persists, because you never know. I mean, right now we do have pain on the streets. Why? Well, because of all the nasty uncertainty that we have. When I left for Utah, that was 5 euro, if you recall. It was last month, but at some point this was 5. Now it's 10. So could it be getting better little by little? But just saying, guys, we're still in that really delicious time for a lot of people to come in and buy the dip. Like if this was the time that you were looking for, guys, what else and how low are we gonna go? I mean, let me show you. Brad Garlinghouse. Here it is. An extremely pointed message from POTUS to those who are dragging their feet on clarity. This is and always has been about what is in the best interest of the American people. Not bad. And a lot of people reacted to this. Pass it. Thanks for the share and XRP. There you go. Keep pushing. I'm sure that you heard what happened with Charles Hoskinson. I'm going to show you that in just a second. So I kind of wanted to give you all the tea and all the info, right? Because there's a lot happening lately. Right now. But Brad Garlinghouse posted an extremely pointed message from POTUS to those who are dragging their feet on clarity. This is and always has been about the best interest of the American people. Brad is another scam. Oh, Chris, you come here and you know what you're doing, but it's okay. It's okay. Cheers, guys. Hopefully everybody's doing well. I'm a little tired, but I'm, kind of wanted to stop by and say hi to all my fam, to all my community, telling you that we're back. Praise God. We're feeling good. Now this time, I'm not sick. You remember my last week-long plus trip was in Singapore. I was dead. I mean, completely destroyed because of influenza A. But I'm doing much better now. Also, Dubai is coming up, but some of my friends that know me are telling me about what's going on with the war, and they're advising me to be careful. So we'll see. If I'm sure that they're not gonna change the conference, right? But I hope that this conflict is not going to continue affecting Dubai or the UAE, because you saw what happened in Dubai. You saw what happened, right? Bombs and drones, and I mean, it got nasty. And this was the last 48 hours. The last 48 hours. I'm like, what? Oh boy. Cosmic in the house. What's up, buddy? Welcome. Larry in the house. Thanks so much. Welcome. Oscar, you know, we all know it's over. It is not over, my friend. I think you need a good dose of Oscar Pump It Up music. Will checks the price of XRP 100 times a day. What's up, Doc? Good to see you, brother. Welcome, Doc, in the house. Nice to have you, bro. Hoskinson is the grumpy old man. So let's go to Hoskinson. I'm sure some of you know. I'm going to show you tomorrow anyways. Right now, I just wanted to go live. So here, I agree with the president. The banks amended the bill 137 times. They have to stop messing with it and try to shut down the industry. Wait a second. The banks amended the bill 137 times. They are so quiet, dude. Wow. 137 times, man. Freaking banks, bro. Bro, how many people in this chat right now, how many people know that if you have fiat, where can that fiat grow the fastest? I'm talking about fiat, like stable, one-to-one. In the banks or on the blockchain? Well, the answer is clear. On the blockchain, of course. There's so many more, thousands of possibilities for your fiat, right? To explode, to grow. But the banks, they don't want that. Ghost. They don't want that, bro. They don't want that. I mean, the banks know that if they allow the American consumer to learn and get aware, be aware of the possibilities, their industry is gonna fall little by little by little. You see? Man, it pays off a lot when you're smart, or not smart in this case, but it just pays off that you're enlightened, that you are putting the effort right now, knowing what they're trying to hide to millions of Americans, millions. Now, Charles Hoskinson talking about, the latest HR 3633. He went on, talking about Ripple too. But if you do this, Charles Hoskinson, and XRP or Ripple, there's a video right here that we can take a look at. Not this one. Not this one. Let's do XRP. Here you go. Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson says Clarity Act gives XRP a free pass. XRP getting a free pass sounds like a grand conspiracy, to quote XRP, to quote Hoskinson. So yeah, I mean, there's for sure people talking about the relationship, and there's even more people that are trying to understand, because, well, are we all in the game on the same in the same team trying to get Clarity Act passed? Seems that Charles Hoskinson has more opinionated to what's going on. And the latest that I know that I've heard him speak about Ripple and the donors is that if you give money to the administration, your company, your crypto company is going to be hurt. You are going to be putting on the front of the line, basically. What's happening is that I think Charles Hoskinson is not abiding by the rule of, let's just go ahead and give a bunch of money to the administration, so we are invited to the events and invited to have a seat at the table, whereas Coinbase, Ripple, Gemini, and more, they do give billions of dollars to the administration, and that is why they get invited and they get all the passes. So I think that's really what's going on, and one of the things that Charles disapproves. So just FYI, that's tomorrow I'm gonna give you even more, but the latest of what's happening for Charles and for the crypto industry. And even Eleanor says a group from Coinbase, including CEO Brian Armstrong, visited the White House today, per 3 people familiar with the meeting. I cannot confirm whether they met with the president. Coinbase did not respond. So it comes to show, guys, that the crypto industry is doing the best they can right now to get our industry up to speed, to get our industry higher. And I love that. Sometimes as an XRP holder, I feel like a puppet. At one point, Ethereum got a pass and XRP got sued. Pablo, what's up, buddy? Hey, Oscar, do you have any opinions on Aave? No, I don't have Aave. I know it's a borrow and lending protocol. I know that, but no, I don't use it, bro. I don't know what's going on with it. Cardano has Hoskins and XRP has Garlinghouse. Who's the better leader? The two of them have incredible support from the industry. I wouldn't have them as rivals, to be honest with you. I don't want them. I mean, obviously everybody's fighting for attention and help or funds or just the support from this administration. And I think that's what Charles Hoskinson is not getting at this point. Maybe because he's not giving money to the administration. Just FYI. But I mean, it is what it is. More things are going to happen. And I'm excited to see what this is going to end up with. Because we want big things to happen for us. Banks has more. So I'm going to take a look at that in just a moment. Yeah, there's all kinds of updates right now. My body's crushing it, just posting every single day. Bank of Japan to test blockchain for reserve settlement. There you have it. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon says stablecoins paying yield should be regulated like banks. If you're going to be holding balances and paying interest, that's a bank. It should be regulated like a bank. And Patrick says the deceit here is that it is not the paying of the yield on a balance per se that necessitates a bank-like regulations, but rather the lending out of the dollars that make up the underlying balance. The Genius Act explicitly forbids stablecoins issuers from doing the latter. Stablecoins is not equal deposits. The banks really are into the Genius Act even more than market structure, which is the Clarity Act. And they're not going to let it go without a fight. It's kind of the reasons why. I mean, guys, it's basic economics and tokenomics here. And just, they're trying to disrupt crypto, and our industry is trying to disrupt the banking system in a way, not by taking over the clients or marketing that you should stop using your Chase Bank. No, but it's how they make money. It's how the banks make money, right? By holding customer funds. Sadly, a company called FTX didn't know how to do the job, and they were betting with customer funds. It's just absolutely stupid. But the banks know that the more customer funds they have, the more money they can make. That's why they tell you, you want to get a $200 every single week at your address. They send you credit cards saying, get $200 credit on us, right? Reward as long as you deposit $10,000, $5,000. They want your money to make more money on you, and they just give you a tiny gift saying, appreciate that, appreciate your money. So makes total sense, guys, and I just wanted to give you the T, right, to FY, and it's exciting, because, well, if we're actually going to disrupt this little by little, it's going to take a lot of effort and time. So might as well go all in before it's too late and before this industry cracks and we do actually see a major disruption and growth in the crypto industry like we've never seen before. I'm excited, guys. I'm really, really, really excited. Drop a like, guys. Consider subscribing to the channel and welcome aboard. Crooked banks, you know that. You know that. So, you know what? I think I'm gonna relax for a little bit. I don't know. I do want to rest. What is this? Selena Gomez. No. That's not what we're here for. But there's a lot of crazy things on CT. There you go. There's another one. JP Morgan says he's frustrated at Coinbase. Yeah, guys, I mean, it does make sense. What is this happening? There's so many crazy things appearing on my CT. 4,000 XRP, guys. This is your call. Oops. This is your call to take action because the time is now, for sure. Tomorrow we'll be live for Caroline Levitt. So get ready for that. Got Caroline Levitt. It's going to be the press secretary press briefing at 12 p.m. Central Time. So I'm so excited. The first one in a while. What is that? Sup, Oscar? Just use your link and starting my ASA miner journey. Oof, you want to talk a little bit about ASA? Dude, ASA miner has been working super well for me right now and for some people. I understand. I was reluctant. I was on the fence. I thought the worst. And it's still, it's up to you, right? But so far, ASA, it's been outperforming my expectations, and I'm pretty excited. For those who don't know, right, I made a few videos about this new way that I'm collecting, and making some money mining Bitcoin with ASA Miner. You can do your research if you want, right? There's some videos on the channel, but yeah, very happy that you guys, that it's working for you, and we'll keep you updated with that in due time as well. So thank you guys for, of course, giving me all your feedback. Appreciate that a lot. Trade and use those profits, 100%, bro, 100%. So thank you, Phil. Nice to see that for sure. Nice to see that. I have chased and refused to keep more than I'm going to spend on crypto in it. Yeah, I mean, the banks are just there for you to keep your money, but they use your money. So not really your friends. Really your friends. Crypto is much better, and you know that. Taxes are optional. Actually, I'm going to be paying my taxes soon. Now that I'm back, I got to do that. So, FYI. It's coming in. Okay. Well, my fam, I do want to relax right now. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start heading to bed. I need to rest. And what is happening on my X? Why is everything sexual? I don't know. What's going on, man? I cannot go anywhere on X lately without seeing something inappropriate. I mean, anyway, glad that everybody's an adult here. Can't believe it. Okay, fam. Okay. I don't know, Ghost. Hey, I'm not trying. It is what it is. Cheers to fam. Cheers to the fam. But honestly, guys, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I'm going to relax. I'm tired, but I just want to say hi. It's always good to be here with you. And and yeah, take care. Follow me on X. That's my my link. All my links down below. You know me. And I'm excited because, big things are happening. And I think we're going to be really well. We're going to be really well. So far, crypto is down, but the positions that we have, the protocols that we're using, the staking and the partners so far, they're doing well. So carefully, little by little. And we're going to be in much better territory in due time. See you next time, everybody. Thanks for watching. Planets, Ghost, thank you guys. You're awesome. Peace. Let's go. Let's go and rest because it's time. Tomorrow is going to be a big one, so catch you there.